Hello, and welcome to our special Glass Tire Top 5 Things to See and Do in Houston. I'm Brandon Zeck.
I'm Ariana Roche.
And we live in Houston, we love Houston, but we know that you might not know Houston like we do. So we wanted to put together a little list of our special things that we would recommend you see and do if you come to Houston. So we're going to just kick it off. Number 5 is Houston's Junk. So this is kind of a twofer. There's Bill's Junk in the Heights, run by Bill Davenport, and then there's Texas Junk, which is run by
Bob Novotny. So Texas Junk Company is very well known for having kind of the best collection of used cowboy boots, and they are just amazing to kind of go through their store. It's a traditional antique store, but really the cowboy boots is just where it's at.
I first came into Bill's Junk maybe about a year ago now, and I immediately loved it. You know, there's a little bit of everything. There's a mummified rat. Ask Bill about it. He'll show it to you. It's definitely worth checking out. You'll see art by Bill and by a lot of other Houston artists, and it's all for sale. So number 4 on our list is Rice University Campus and the Rice University Art Gallery. So the Rice Campus in itself, it's beautiful, it's beautifully manicured, landscaped. There's great architecture, great patterning and columns.
The live oak trees, beautiful.
And then there's a great jogging trail around the campus as well. It's something to see in itself.
It's a wonderful campus. It was home to many important speeches. For example, John F. Kennedy gave his famous speech in 1962 that promised to have America send the man to the moon by the end of the decade.
The Rice University Art Gallery, I know you've probably heard us mention it before. They have excellent programs. There's been a Thorsten Brinkman show.
Kusama had one of her first installations in Houston.
Take the light rail, get off at Rice University, walk around the track, go get a coffee, and check out the art at Rice Gallery.
Number 3 on our top 5 is the Battleship Texas.
So it's a little outside of Houston, but it's really fantastic. We just finished going through it. You know, you can climb up and down all the ladders. You can sit on the guns and rotate the guns like you're aiming them.
You can see the bakery. You can see the bunks. You can see, you know, everything. Coming to see the battleship is like just seeing a piece of Texas history because you are right here by the San Jacinto Monument. The ship channel is right here, so you can see the tugboats, you can see the tankers, and really see the belly of Houston's economy. Number 2 on our list is Natsuo.
So Natsuo is, well, it's hard to describe Natsuo. It's a bar, a meeting place, a chess club, a performance venue. You can come here on a Monday night and see a Japanese punk band, and Tuesday night and see performance art, and Wednesday night there's drawing. And you may not like it all the time, really.
Right. You kind of have to figure out or visit a couple of times to really figure out what you like, or if you not like it, or you know what it really is. Jim Purnell started it in 1996. So it's been around for 20 years.
Architecturally, it's fantastic. It's a great, 1893 building in downtown Houston. But the whole building almost is a social sculpture. And the social sculpture is all about the architecture, the objects inside, and the people.
I've actually used to come here around 2000, and I actually just like coming here to study. I was still in school. I could play Scrabble. I could, just hang out, meet new people. So it was a great place. So here we are at the number 1 thing to see in Houston.
It's Herman Park. So Herman Park, it's one of the best green spaces in Houston. It was founded in, I think, 1914 and donated to the city by
George Henry Herman, who apparently was so inspired by Central Park in New York that he really wished that Houston, his hometown, had something similar. Here we are in the Rose Garden that was newly done as part of the Centennial Gardens.
They built a new pavilion and a new waterfall behind us. And it's so close to the zoo, it's so close to the Museum of Natural Science. There's Miller Outdoor Theater, which provides free theater shows and free musicals and everything in between.
The Museum of Fine Arts is right across the street.
There's a rail line so you can get to anywhere you need to go. It's close to the Med Center.
You can check out basically a lot of art actually along the rail line.
And in the park.
And in the park. There's also Sharon Engelstein has a beautiful arrangement of sculptures.
There's a train that travels from the zoo through the park. And Trenton Doyle Hancock did this big kind of mural inside of the train's path in a tunnel.
There's also paddle boating, there's lots of great swans, bird watching, there's a golf course. There's just so much to do, which is why it's the #1 thing to see in Houston.
Come to Houston, see some art, see some parks, see a little bit of everything.